Hubble's original lifespan was going to be 10 or 15 years. But they didn't anticipate that they would be able to make repair missions, for instance, to keep it going. That new technology would allow it to keep going. So for Webb, the ballpark figure has always been somewhere around 20 years. But you have to, but what if the micrometeoroids keep hitting it, bigger ones than they imagine? Then you're talking about a lifespan of 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So they have to be realistic and temper expectations a little bit. But as I said earlier, now they're looking at more than 20 years, which would take us into the 20s, which is when the next generation space telescope will be launching.
Now, in the book, you obviously highlight these beautiful images that are so mesmerizing. You do mention also kind of a little bit of a, maybe it's inside baseball, but the controversy surrounding, how do you assign a color to an infrared image? Can you talk about what you learned about that process of assigning colors? Our audience can appreciate.
Yeah, that was fascinating. Somebody asked me a few weeks ago, so if I go online now, can I see what Webb is seeing? And I said, no, because Webb is collecting photons, and the photons become, as I said earlier, zeros and ones, and then those get shoveled toward Earth, and then through what they call the pipeline at Space Telescope Science Institute, and eventually it's ones and twos. I'm sorry, zeros and ones can be converted into images. Webb, as we've been saying, sees into the infrared, and it sees like about 27 microns. And to put it in perspective, what we see with our eyes is less than 1 micron. So, okay, it sees 27 microns.